What if the scariest things on Earth aren't above us, but buried beneath our feet, hidden in darkness, silent for years, sometimes centuries, until someone opens the wrong place and discovers something that should have never been found? Beneath an old house in Tokyo, workers found a sealed underground room. The entrance was hidden under the floor, covered so carefully it looked completely normal from above. It took hours just to break through. Inside were dozens of boxes arranged in perfect rows, each one labeled with dates spanning across many years. Inside, personal belongings, clothes, photos, handwritten letters, all belonging to people who had been reported missing. Some of the items were clean, almost untouched, as if someone had been taking care of them. No dust, no damage. Like the room wasn't abandoned, but maintained. No one ever found out who created it. Deep under Paris, inside the catacombs, explorers found a hidden chamber. It wasn't on any official map, and reaching it required going through narrow, unstable tunnels. Inside, a fully set-up cinema, chairs placed in rows, a working projector, stacks of films nearby. There were even power cables running through the stone, which meant someone had brought electricity down there. There were signs of recent activity, footprints, empty containers, like someone had been there recently, living underground, watching, and then it was gone. When authorities came back, the cables were cut. The room was empty, as if it had never existed. In Edinburgh, a sealed underground vault was opened after 200 years. The door was difficult to break, almost reinforced from the inside. When it finally opened, the air inside felt heavy, still, cold. Inside, tiny furniture, small chairs, miniature tables, old toys carefully placed around the room. Nothing was broken, nothing was out of place. It didn't look abandoned. It looked prepared, like someone had arranged it with purpose. But no records exist of anyone using that space, and no one knows how long it had been like that. Beneath a town in Italy, a hidden tunnel system was discovered. The tunnels stretched deeper than any normal structure should. Some parts were narrow, others opened into wide chambers. The walls were covered in symbols, carved carefully, repeating patterns. Some researchers tried to match them to known languages. Nothing matched. At the center of the tunnel stood a stone structure, perfectly aligned, not damaged, not eroded, as if it had been preserved intentionally. No tools were found, no traces of builders, just silence. Under New York City, workers uncovered a sealed underground space. It had been hidden behind thick concrete walls completely cut off from the rest of the tunnels. Breaking through took hours. Inside, rows of mannequins, standing close together, facing the same wall. At first, it looked like storage, but something felt wrong. Each mannequin had a slightly different face, small details, subtle changes, expressions that didn't feel artificial, almost human, too human. Some even had marks as if they had been modified by hand. No one could explain who put them there, or why they were all facing the same direction. Under a school in the United Kingdom, a forgotten tunnel led to a locked door. The tunnel was narrow and unstable, like it hadn't been used in decades. At the end, a heavy door, locked from the outside, as if something had been kept inside. When it was opened, inside, a small, empty room, one chair, placed directly in front of the wall. The wall itself was covered in scratches, deep, repeated, layered, some higher, some lower, like they were made over time, like someone had been sitting there for a long time, trying to reach something that wasn't there. In a remote part of Russia, miners broke into a hidden underground chamber. It wasn't part of any known structure, no maps, no records, just solid rock until it suddenly opened into a space. Inside, a perfectly preserved coffin, strange material, smooth surface, no visible damage, no signs of aging. It didn't look old, It looked untouched. When they opened it, inside was a figure, lying still, perfectly preserved, skin intact, features clear, not decayed, not damaged. At first, they thought it was artificial, something placed there, until one of them noticed something subtle, a slight movement, like breathing. The workers reportedly left immediately. Soon after, the entire area was sealed. No official explanation was ever released. Some things are buried for a reason, and maybe they should stay there. This is Informboom. Subscribe and stay curious.